Hello and welcome back to Chrissy Love. I'm Chrissy. It's wonderful to have you here. And this is part 2 of my declutter / full collection series. And so I've already gone through the declutter and I'll post a link to that video below. I hope you check it out because it's a lot of fun and very cathartic to watch someone declutter their perfumes. I decluttered 35 perfumes, which took me a couple of months to work through. And that's only the full-size bottles, and 26 are staying in my collection. And so I'm talking today about the 26 full bottles staying in my collection, as well as some travel sprays and some Scentbird sprays as well, which I will show you, as well as minis. So I'm going to jump right in, and these are the perfumes that I adore. These are the ones that I gave a full day plus a wear test to anew, so not normal wear, but really with the purpose of deciding if I was going to keep it or not. And these are the ones that won on all fronts perfect 10s. So on performance, on the scent, on feeling like it's me, you know, feeling like it's a perfume that really encapsulates me and expresses myself the way I want to be expressing myself. And they also have pretty bottles, and they're just everything I love about perfume. So these are my all-stars, and I am super excited to share them with you because I feel like you'll get a really good idea of what kind of perfumes I like from knowing what my tried and true and tested collection ended up being. And of course, it's going to be constantly in flux. I'm going to keep bringing perfumes in and bringing perfumes out and changing and growing and curating my collection. But this is just an update on my current collection. So let's jump right in. There really is no bad place to start, so I'm going to start with my Van Cleef & Arpels Orchidee Vanille. And this is a gift I received from my father for Christmas. I asked for specifically because I was so in love with it. I also have a small trial size of it I got first. And this is a gorgeous chocolatey vanilla. But it's not like chocolate milkshake. It's more like the chocolate sits in the background because I actually don't love chocolate in perfumes usually. But this is a real compliment getter. I actually met with a client about a couple months ago now, and he said, "What are you wearing? That just made my day. You have made my day." And he was wearing a mask, I was wearing a mask, you know, and he could smell it through the mask. So performance is excellent. The fragrance is classy, but very gourmand, very sweet. Nothing too challenging here. Absolutely gorgeous. So Van Cleef & Arpels, the Orchidee Vanille. On another note, I have Daisy Love Marc Jacobs. And I've never really liked the traditional Daisy perfumes, but there's something about the Daisy Love line that just is me. I don't know how else to put it. I just smell it and I'm happy. This is my happy perfume. I find myself picking this up when I can't figure out what I want to wear. It's my go-to. I would say it's almost a signature scent at this point. And it's just a super happy, sweet burst of some citrus and some florals and some sweet. I mean, all the right ingredients, but somehow they're just put together in a way that just makes me really happy. So this is Daisy Love by Marc Jacobs. Then I have another one that was a gift that I just adore, and this is Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. And you can see I've already put kind of a dent in it. And this is a vetiver, vanilla, and pear formulation. And it's just super fresh. It's so classy and sophisticated and fresh and yet simple. You know, I just really think this is an everyday scent, or it could be a date night scent. It just really lends itself to most any situation. A wedding scent, or it could be a bridesmaid scent. You know, I just think this is just one of those perfumes that's really timeless. It's going to stick with us for a very long time. So I'm loving my La Belle by Jean Paul Gaultier. This is one I recently picked up, and I'm already head over heels for. It is the Kate Spade New York Eau de Parfum, and this just came out. And this one, I did a video comparing it to Ariana Grande Sweet Like Candy. And this is the mini size I have of that. And it's like a more citrusy, zesty version of that, and it keeps the zestiness all through while you're wearing it. So this is another one that's just really a happy scent for me. And I like that it's sweet. It's a little bit candy-like, a little bit playful, super great daytime scent. I can see myself wearing it to the beach in the summertime. Yeah, loving this one. It's definitely a staple in my collection now. quickly growing on me. That is the Kate Spade New York Eau de Parfum. And then I have my Mon Guerlain Sensuelle. And I had the Floral, which, as you know, if you watched the Declutter video, you know I'm getting rid of. And I also have a travel spray of the Eau de Parfum regular ones. This is a flanker of the Mon Guerlain. And so this is a lavender scent. It's supposed to be a little bit more creamy than the original with more vanilla. And I think that's definitely true. And I actually don't wear this one that often. It's a really unique scent, and the lavender, if I overspray it, can be too much. But it's one I always want to have in my collection because it's so romantic, and there are situations that are really special that really call for this one. So that is Mon Guerlain Sensuelle. And then I have my Michael Kors Twilight Shimmer. And this is one that I didn't like when I first tried it because I thought it was a bit too smoky on me. But then after a while wearing it, the sweetness really came out. And now it has kind of like an incensey, sweet, really intoxicating vibe to it. Very date night, very sexy. So I can't imagine being without this one now. And this is the Twilight Shimmer. Then I have Bond number 9, New York Nights. And this is one that was a gift from my boyfriend and has sentimental value for us because I wore it on a few trips that we went on when I had the trial spray of it, which I think is still kicking around. And this smells to me like banana runts. And I did a review on this. I don't think anyone else thinks the way I do about it because I think the notes in it are actually like cappuccino or vanilla or coffee. And if I really close my eyes and think hard, I can make myself smell those. But in reality, what I get is banana candy runts from this. So for such an extremely expensive perfume, I don't know if I would have bought it for myself, but I love that I got it as a gift, and I really love the perfume. So Bond number 9, New York Nights. And then, going back to chocolate, we have Hugo Boss, the scent Private Accord. And this is a chocolate orange scent. And oh man, it is like milk chocolate orange. It is so sweet. I can't wear this all the time. And going into spring, summer, I probably won't wear it again. Maybe till the fall, or if I really need my sweet tooth satiated. But this is one that I've used quite a bit of. And I will definitely keep it around because every once in a while, I just need that hit of chocolate sweetness. I don't often like chocolate, but when I do, this is the one I go for. So that's Hugo Boss, the scent Private Accord. Another really sweet one I have here is La Petite Robe Noire Intense. So they took out the cherry from the other La Petite Robe Noirs and they put in blueberry and cotton candy. So this is much more up my alley. I don't really like nutty scents. The other ones don't really do it for me, but this one absolutely does it for me. It's definitely blueberry cotton candy, and it's just decadent. This is like true gourmand, toothache inducing, so sweet. But when I put it on, I just feel like, oh, it just feels so me. It feels like I am just this blissful cloud of sweetness, and I just really enjoy it. So again, this is the Guerlain La Petite Robe Noire Intense. Another fabulous vanilla I have is Kayali Vanilla. I got this off Mercari, mostly used, so I used a few sprays of it, but it was really pretty low when I got it. And so I'm just using this up, making sure I love it before I buy another one. I mean, what's not to love? It's basically a brown sugar vanilla. And it's just so sweet and decadent and delicious, and I really love it. I think this is one of the best vanillas I've smelled, not just for performance, but also just clarity of purpose. It's just a really gorgeous vanilla that has this sweet, sugary undertone. Yeah, it's just absolutely delicious. It's well blended. It's real quality. I wouldn't say it's super sophisticated just because it's so darn sweet, but I have a real sweet tooth when it comes to my perfumes, so I love it. So Kayali Vanilla. And then this is what I consistently call a ride or die. I actually bought a backup of this one just because I couldn't bear using it, knowing I might not be able to get another bottle. And not that it's been discontinued, but you never know. So this is Dolce & Gabbana L'Imperatrice 3. And this is a mainly rhubarb scent. Oh, and there's just something about it that has an emotional trigger for me. It's so fresh and lively. I'm not a big citrus lover, so this reads as a freshy, almost like falling in citrus territory for me without actually being citrus forward. I think there is some citrus in the back behind the rhubarb, but yeah, the rhubarb just really makes it so bright, and it's still a little bit sweet, and the performance is pretty darn good too. So this is one I'm just excited to bring to the beach with me and just spray all over me and feel like the sunshine down on me. This is one that I really want to have in my collection forever. So that's Dolce & Gabbana L'Imperatrice. Then I'll talk about a few of my Urban Outfitters perfumes. I decluttered a couple of them, and I'm keeping 3. So the first one I'm keeping here is Lait de Coco, which is really just a very creamy coconut milk true scent. So this is one that's great for layering, and I'm also keeping around, not because I wear it every day or very often, but because when I'm really craving that real coconut experience, this gives me that. And I like to have that pure coconut around. Also, it's very inexpensive, and I like the bottle. I like the creamy juice in it. I think it's really nice. It's just a real quality coconut milk scent. So that's Lait de Coco. Then I have my Chai Épicé, which is spicy chai. And this is really a gourmand, decadent, sweet, a little bit spicy, a little bit tea-like, but very sweet tea. Yeah, this is absolutely gorgeous. The performance on these are not that great, and normally that'd be enough for me to get rid of them. But I think the scents are so unique, and I really do want to keep them around because they're kind of small balls anyway, and I may as well use them up. So I really do love this one, especially for nighttime. That is Chai Épicé. And my third Urban Outfitters is Ombre Étoile. And it's a mix of amber with cream and musk, I believe. And this is just such a unique scent. I haven't ever smelled anything quite like it. I haven't found anything like it really since. So I'm also keeping this around, even though it's so small. I try not to use it too much because I could run out pretty quickly because you do have to overspray it. But it's just a really straightforward scent, but well blended. And to my nose, it's just really decadent and delicious, really sweet. So Ombre Étoile. And now I'm going to talk about my La Nuit Tresors. So my favorite has to be the La Nuit Tresor Nude, which is the coconut version. And it's so good. It almost has like a salty air vibe with coconut, very tropical, but very classy, sophisticated, elevated. I could wear this like to a beach party, or I could wear it to a nice dinner out on vacation. And I just really can't wait to use it for those purposes. And the bottles, oh, they're just incredible. So that's La Nuit Tresor Nude. And I also have my La Nuit Tresor à la Folie. And so this one is like a little bit deeper and richer than the original, tad less sweet, but vanillic and really, really pretty. Again, a very classy date night one, very sophisticated, and that's the à la Folie. And I'm going to talk about the minis later, but I do have a mini of the original as well. So am I going to buy a full bottle of this? Maybe not until the à la Folie is done. They're similar enough. I don't really need both. But if I found one for a good price, I'd probably buy the original because it is sweet and delicious. I think La Nuit Tresor just has me figured out. Like, this is just one of those lines. I think I'm just going to love every flanker. They just do it real right for me. And I really enjoy them. And that's also Lancome, by the way. And then I have my Sophia's. Love, love, love. So this is Sophia by Sofia Vergara. And some people have compared this to Coco Mademoiselle. And I think it's better than Coco Mademoiselle. I actually don't totally love that one. But this is really rich, sophisticated. It smells much, much more expensive than it is. It lasts forever on my clothes and my skin. It's just an absolutely beautiful perfume. It's a staple in my collection now. And it's still, even now, it sells for like $17 or something. It's just such a great deal. So that is the Sophia by Sofia Vergara. And then I also have the Love Flanker. And this one is more like a candied version of that one. It's quite sweet. It's really got this pang of sweetness, very gourmand and sugary, in your face, but still very strong performance. So I really love this one too when I'm feeling more playful. So another staple in my collection, an equally inexpensive, beautiful bottle, and is Love by Sofia Vergara. Now, I'm really not a freshy lover, but I do need to have a few in my collection for when it gets really hot. I feel like I want to just throw something fresh on, something light and easy. So the two I have are actually lemons. And so here I have C.O. Bigelow Lemon, which I just recently discovered again. I used to love C.O. Bigelow when they were carried at Bath & Body Works when I worked there many, many lifetimes ago. And I have the body lotion still for this from like 15 years ago. I still have it and it smells great. So when I saw this come back on the C.O. Bigelow website, because it was discontinued for a while, I snapped it right up. And so this is a delicious lemon. It actually smells to me like lemon Fruit Loops. It kind of has this like sweet candiness to it, like almost starchiness, like a cereal, which is really interesting. But it's really fresh and delicious and like a realistic lemon. And so that is the C.O. Bigelow lemon. And the other lemon I have is from Zara and is a sweet pastry in Paris. And I was comparing the two for a long time, saying, do I really need both? And then I discovered I really do need both, because the sweet pastry in Paris, you really smell the pastry in there. Like you really get that like lemon tart dessert scent from it. It's really quite gourmand in a way that the C.O. Bigelow lemon is not. And so I decided that I really need to have both, because I just love them both so much, and they kind of do fill a different purpose. So I also love the bottle. I think it's just so classy. So that's Zara, a sweet pastry in Paris. Another tropical one I have is Bulgari's Omnia Paraba. And I have a very small bottle of this. Like if you actually look what's actually in here, it's not all that much. So I'm going to decide once I get to the bottom if I want to keep it around, if I want to buy more. It's not too expensive, so I very well might do that. But this is definitely beachy, tropical vacation. I probably wouldn't wear this to like, I don't know, a work event or a client meeting. This is really quite beachy. Not in a coconut way, but like in a passion fruit way. It's fresh, it's citrusy. It has like tropical fruits in it. So this is one that's a really easy one to throw on. Not the best performance ever, so that's the one thing holding me back. But yeah, we'll see what this feels like when I'm done and at the bottom of it. But it is eau de toilette, so maybe that's okay. But also the bottle is just absolutely adorable. So happy to have that in my collection still. And then, you can't really tell from the label very well, but it's the Chanel Chance Eau de Toilette. So I found this for a great price on Mercari, and it was half used, as it is now. And I did a video where I compared this line, and I did try the Eau de Parfum and really enjoyed it. So I decided to take a chance on Eau de Toilette. And I think this has a place in that sophistication and that upper level of perfumes that I will not probably use this on a daily basis. It's a little bit serious for me. But if I'm meeting with an important client, or if I'm like going to a really fancy event and want to really show up, you know, I will probably wear this one. So for the price, I just snagged it because I probably won't wear it all the time, but the occasion will come, and I think it's quite classy. And I mean, it's so unique. Like with Chanel, when you walk in the room, you know it's Chanel. So I'm really looking forward to having opportunity and an occasion to wear this one. This is Chance Chanel, the Eau de Toilette. Now I have a couple of cheapies here that are really fun. And here I have Jessica Simpson Fancy. And this is not the most sophisticated scent. It's quite gourmand, very caramel-like, very sweet, very brown sugary, to me anyway. And this is one, again, I reach for when I just want like a sugar bomb. When I am like not behaving too seriously, it's like the weekend, or it's just like hanging out with friends at the house, and I just want to smell delicious and yummy and dessert-like. And it's so affordable. It's so easy to keep around. And I actually love the bottle too. So this is Jessica Simpson Fancy. I will say I don't like any of the flankers of this. They all suck. I love this one. No offense if you like this. Another cheapie I have here is called Angie. And it's, trying to see what the house is. Jean Artez. Jean Artez. And so this is a real cheapie. Like it's under $10 for this. And it's just like a very, very sweet, gourmand. I'm just gonna spray it here. Yeah, there's a little bit of levity in it, a little bit of apple I think in there I'm getting, but quite sweet, very dessert-like. One I keep around again when I'm not feeling very serious and I just want to be sweet and yummy and just overspray and not even worry about it. And I probably would rebuy this, maybe like a different flanker of that line or something. Like there's a whole bunch that have like these little jean look to them, a little butt there. And try out others because they're so inexpensive and kind of fun. So yeah, keeping that one around. And then I have a couple of Dior's here. So this is the Dior Poison Girl Eau de Parfum. And this is, there's something in here for me that just like, is it a trigger, like in such a good way. It smells kind of like cherry cola to me. And it's so sweet and decadent, and it has that depth, like that roundness and vanillic and like kind of tonka base. I don't know if it's actually tonka, but it smells like it to me. That just makes me really swoon. I think it's really sexy. I think it's great for nighttime. I think being so sweet, it's still quite sophisticated and quite sexy. And I have not tried the Eau de Toilette version, but I really love how syrupy and sweet this one is. I don't know if the EDT would do that for me. Let me know if you've tried it and you really love it. But yeah, the EDP is what I have for Poison Girl, and I absolutely adore it. And then this is probably the closest thing to my signature scent, considering I own so many perfumes. And this is Miss Dior, the Eau de Parfum. And this was the perfume that set me off on my whole collection journey. It's when I first started to look outside of just the same Bath & Body Works perfume I was using every day. I was using Cashmere Glow for years, every day. And it smells really good, but I don't know what happened. I just got to the end of one bottle and was like, there has to be more out there than this. And that's when I found Miss Dior. I got it as a gift. And it's so classy and yet sweet and girly and playful, but fun and well blended. It's patchouli, but it's still sweet. It's a really clean patchouli. So yeah, this is a lifer for me. And I actually don't wear it too much because it's kind of a special occasion perfume, in my opinion. Not just because of the price, but because of how sophisticated it is. But yeah, this is one of my very favorites, and it is the Miss Dior Eau de Parfum. So that was all of my full-size bottles. Very exciting, my loves. I'm just looking at all of them and swooning right now. So thank you for being with me so far. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate if you would like this video and also subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. And then from here, I'm just gonna jump into some travel sizes and some minis. So if you're still interested in seeing what I have for those, stay with me because that's what we're doing now. So I'm gonna kick us off with some minis here. I already mentioned to you my La Nuit Tresor, love, and also my Ariana Grande Sweet Like Candy, which I also love. It's just so sweet, and I feel like it's like a marshmallow cloud. It's just so delicious, a little bit of fruit in there. I also have my Daisy Love Oh So Sweet. And this, of course, is a flanker of the Daisy Love, and it's just like decadent candy. It is really just candy-like and sweet and delicious and mouth-watering and juicy. And I'm looking into getting a full-size bottle. I also have a travel spray of this I got through Scentbird. So I'm going to use this up as well as that travel spray and then see how I feel about a full bottle. Then I have a little bit left of this La Vie Belle. And so I am decluttering another one I have that's more full of this and kind of just using up the rest of this because who wants to buy this much of La Vie Belle? But like a Mercari. So yeah, I like La Vie Belle, but it's not a love. This is probably the only bottle of anything that I don't love that I'm not decluttering just because it's so tiny. And then I have my Armani C, which is kind of a sweet floral. And this is one that I think is really sophisticated and definitely has a place in my collection, though I don't really need a full-size bottle necessarily right now. I use it so rarely. This would be more like a business meeting or like a conference or something like that. That I wear this to when I want to be really taken seriously because it's not super sweet, but it has that sentiment. So yeah, this is Armani C, and I'm just going to keep using this one up. Then I also have Lush Rose Jam, and it's in this pot. And I mean, the performance of this version of it is really not that great. I just find the scent itself very comforting. It is very like a jammy rose, as everyone has described it before me. And there's something about it that I don't really like rose scents that much, though I like the rose in Miss Dior. But this one is like my kind of rose. It's sweet and it's a little bit sophisticated, and this is one I would love to try in a spray bottle or like a liquid form, not this form. But this was just all I could find at the time, and I'm gonna use it up and just see how I feel by the end of it. So that's that. So next I'm gonna do my body sprays. I have a few of these. I have here the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Crush body spray. And once I get to the bottom of this one, I'm gonna think about getting it in the actual Eau de Parfum concentration because this does not last long at all. But right now I do wear it to bed at night, and it is absolutely delicious. It smells like, I guess, their Bum Bum cream, and that sounds wonderful. I would love to get that someday. But yeah, it's just coconut, and I think there's some nut in it, and just very sweet and tropical. I mean, you really can't go wrong with this one. It's absolutely delicious. And then I have one I've reviewed already, and that is Jacqua Buttercream Frosting. This is a body spray from my past that they still sell on the Jacqua website. And it's just like a real, true buttercream frosting. Like I took cake and just put it on my skin. So this is a really indulgent one I might spray when I get out of the shower and spray it in my hair and just like want that sweetness around me. It's reasonable performance for a body spray, but it is still a body spray. So this is one where I'm going to get to the bottom of it and then see how I feel. And then this is just a guilty pleasure buy, and this is Vanilla Bean Noel from Bath & Body Works because I just love the scent so much. And just from working there, this is one of those scents that keeps coming back year after year. So it has real nostalgic value for me. And I also just really love the scent. It's just indulgent, and now it just triggers memory for me. And then I have two that I've had, gosh, for over 10 years at this point. They just keep sticking around. I'm not rebuying them. These are the same ones. So this is Bodycology Sweet Love. And I don't know what it is about this, honestly, that I love so much. It's just like very sweet florals. I think it's supposed to be rose or carnation, maybe. Is that carnation? I think it's carnation. But it's just like a very sweet, pink smelling, like delicious. And I just haven't gotten through it yet for some reason. They still sell it. I've seen it for sale. And this one I'm pretty sure you can't get anymore. But I got this from H&M when I was studying abroad in London during college. And it is Midnight Muse Body Mist, Vanilla, Patchouli, and Amber. And I just have such good memories from this because I didn't really know what perfume was back then. I just sprayed this on me every day like it was perfume, which is like so silly to think about now. This must have lasted for like all of 1 hour on me. But I really like the smell. It's probably the only patchouli I've really been able to do and love besides Miss Dior. But yeah, just, blast from the past. Why bother getting rid of it now? There's like half of it left. It still has that little label, $5.99. I mean, it's whatever. It's great. So those are my body sprays. So lastly, I'm going to go through a few travel sprays that I have. I'm going to start here with this one from Bath & Body Works. It's called Into the Night. And this might be the only Bath & Body Works perfume that I might actually buy full size and continue wearing. It has excellent performance. It has this really gorgeous, like vanillic tonka depth that I love in a perfume. Some really nice florals. This is actually quite sophisticated and delicious. So right up my alley. It reminds me a little bit of the Poison Girl EDP. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying this one and definitely seeking out actively a full-size bottle, and that is Into the Night. Then I have here Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. And it's not that this is my favorite perfume or that I would even buy a full-size bottle. It's just that I got this as an add-on to a Mercari purchase, and there was like very little left in it, and there still is. So I'm just going to use this up. I like Good Girl. It's just not triggering anything for me. I don't have like an emotional connection to it, but it smells good. Then I have a Daisy Love travel spray just to go with my full size to throw in the purse. And this one is Dolce & Gabbana Garden. And this is the coconut garden one that everyone's been talking about. And I used to have the full-size bottle and the lotion and the whole set. And I actually sold it because the coconut, I don't know. There's something about it that I just don't really love. It's not that I don't like coconut. It's that I don't like the coconut in here. I think it's the florals blended with it are just too harsh for me or make it smell, I don't know, kind of grating on me. And I can't really explain why. So I'm going to just keep this one around and kind of use it up just to see if I change my mind because everyone loves it so much and there's so little left of it in here. But yeah, probably will not buy another one once I'm at the bottom of this one. And that's Dolce Garden. Then I have this little travel rollerball of Kayali Vanilla and Musk. I'm really keeping it for the vanilla, but I'm going to keep trying out the musk to see if it grows on me. I'm not actually into musk perfumes really at all. But as far as they go, this is a sweeter, cleaner one. So they're pretty good layered together. So I'm just going to keep it as the travel and probably not buy a full-size bottle of the musk. And then I have Chloe Nomad Eau de Parfum. So this is one I used to also have a full-size bottle of, and I was never going to get through it because this is a pungent perfume. I mean, I get that the oak moss or whatever, or the woodiness is very classy. It is classy. It's just not me. And so I'm keeping this because I need to remind myself of that sometimes. I've actually tried the Absolute Parfum version, and I like that a lot better. So I'm probably going to buy that at some point. It's a bit creamier and sweeter, whereas this one is pretty in your face with the woods. But very classy, lovely, and I'm glad I have this size of it. I go back to it often. And then this is one I'd probably buy a full-size bottle of if I ran out of it. And this is Times Vanilla Blanc. So you can't tell much from just the bottle of it since it's the travel size. But this is a really gorgeous single note vanilla, but it's like vanilla bean pod. So unlike the Orchidee Vanille, this doesn't really have much complexity to it, but it's a lovely layering vanilla, and on its own, it's also a really good standalone vanilla. So really loving using this one. I've had that for quite a while. Then I have here Midnight Silhouette by Christian Siriano, and this is one I reviewed in the past, saying it was something that everyone should have in their collection because it's a really gorgeous musky unisex scent, and it has some florals, it has some sweetness. It's a really gorgeous unisex musk that would smell just as wonderful on a man as a woman. And this is one that I save for like times when I want to feel really sexy, like, you know, date night and going out dancing, things like that. I don't wear it every day, that's for sure, but I really love it. I think it's special because not many people wear it. And so this is kind of my best kept, no longer secret. So that is Christian Siriano Midnight Silhouette. Then I'm just using this one up because really nobody wants to buy this from me. And this is Pink Dusk. I mean, if you even have ever heard of this, it's just like a citrusy, floral, bright, fresh scent that is like drugstore brand. I don't even know where I got this. I've had this since I was a kid, like probably since high school, and still haven't used it up. I used to keep it in my purse when I just like forgot to put perfume on. And so I'm just going to use this up. It's great. I really like it, but I'm probably not going to buy more because, you know, I have so many perfumes at this point. And then this one is called Soft by Crown Perfumes. And the label is kind of worn off of it because it's an oil and the oil leaked out and it just like wore away at the label. But this smells a lot like Aquilina's Pink Sugar. Yeah, it smells almost exactly like Pink Sugar. And the performance is amazing. I mean, I rub it on each wrist once, and it's there all day into the night, into the next day. It's incredible. So, yeah, I really enjoy this one. I probably would buy Pink Sugar in the future just because I don't prefer oils. But I'm definitely going to use this up first because in its own right, I really do like the scent. So now I'm going into some travel sprays / Scentbird. And this one I just got. It is Kenzo Flower L'Elixir. And to me, it smells like a juice box. Like a very sweet berry juice. And I love it. I think it's delicious. And I think it's actually discontinued too. So this is one that I keep around. You know, when I get to the bottom of it, I'll see if I want to cough up the cash to get another one. Probably won't, but this is a backup of the Orchidee Vanille. So definitely keeping that one around. This one is Comptoir Sud Pacifique Vanille Blackberry. And I really like this one. I don't wear or crave blackberry very often, but I like that it's sweet, it's zesty, it's really fun, it's easy, it's very casual wear, like going to the grocery store, very casual. But I enjoy it enough to keep it around. Would I buy a full size? Probably not, but it'll take me a while to go through that anyway because I have so much perfume. And then this is a small spray of Nanette Lepore Beautiful Times. And I am decluttering the full size because I just don't use it enough. But knowing that I have this makes me happy. So when I get to the bottom of this, I guess we'll you know, check it out, see if I want to get it again. But this is like a sponge sugar scent. So that's Beautiful Times by Nanette Lepore. Then I have here Guerlain's Mon Guerlain. So this is more than halfway used at this point. And this is the original, and it smells so similar in the dry down to the Mon Sensual. I think between this and that one, even though they're both, you know, pretty well used, I'll get pretty far with these because I don't wear the Mon Guerlain too often. Like I said, with the full size, it's not something I wear too often because it can be severe sometimes with the lavender. And then I have a backup of my Guerlain La Petite Robe Noir Intense, so that will last me for a while too. Then I have here a backup of my Bond No. 9 New York Nights. So that's actually pretty well used. I take this one on vacation with me, which is primarily what I use that perfume for. So that's why it's used up so much. Then I have a backup of Hugo Boss The Scent Private Accord for her, and this is how I first heard about it and got the full-size bottle, so definitely keeping that one. And then a travel size of Aquilina Pink Sugar. So between this and the soft oil, I'm pink sugared for a while. I don't wear it as often as I think I will. Like, I love pink sugar. I smell it and just totally swoon. But with so many perfumes, like, how do you even choose what to wear? Yeah, it's every day. If you're on this perfume channel right now, you know what I'm talking about when it comes to loving perfumes and wanting to wear all of them all the time, but you can't. Yeah, constant struggle. Also, I'm not going to go through each of these with you, but I have here also a bunch of sample sizes, so you can see how I organize things. I put my little scent birds in here, and I put like my travel sprays in here. Stay very organized. It's very important because I am a wannabe minimalist. Anyway, and so these are the travel sizes that I'm still working through. I'm not sure if I want to get a full bottle of them or not yet, but having a lot of fun, just being able to try on a new fun scent every day. So loving that. So yes, this is my current collection. It is still quite full. I have plenty to keep me going. I will never smell bad unless something crazy happens. So yeah, this is my collection. Thank you so much for joining me for this. I'd love to know which of these perfumes you own, which you love, or which you recommend. And thank you so much for supporting my channel by liking this video and subscribing and just being here with me watching and commenting below. It's just so great to have you here. So stay tuned. I have lots more videos to come. I do 2 video drops a week. So see you soon, and I hope you have a very beautiful day.